As an IT leader, when you hear credit crunch and you think about how can I help from a cost saving standpoint, one of the key things to keep in mind is focus on the things where you can save money without having to spend money. What are the top of those? One, rethinking your contracts, your terms, what you're paying for things. Two, when you look at your projects, think about, can I rescope them so that certain things get put off and I can bank some of that money? When you hear credit crunch, that means you've got to preserve cash. Now, what does that look like? Well, it means you sit down with the key business leaders and say, all right, guys, we got a lot of projects in flight. Can we tighten any of them up? Can we put any of them off? If the answer could be yes to any of that, there's the cash you need to preserve. The key to driving IT through this credit crunch for IT leaders is to think about cash. Now, for a lot of IT leaders, this hasn't really hit home yet. They're hearing about it in CNBC in the morning or when they read the morning paper and they're wondering, what does this mean to me? What should I be doing to be ahead of the game? And the reason we said cash is because you have a lot of things as an IT leader you can do to phase how you spend money. You can look at the open headcount you're trying to hire and saying, well, if we put some of those off by a month, a quarter, a half a year, that means that you're not spending that money. And when the CFO comes around and starts asking you, he's going to realize you're on the right page and you're conserving his cash flow. Similarly, when you think about your payments to your vendors, say you've got a new project and you've got to spend some money on things, going to some of the vendors and saying, hey, is there a way we can extend the payments? Because a lot of them do have cash on hand. What they don't have is the willingness to go and give a lot of discounts. So they're willing to sort of move the money out over time, but not turn around and knock 30% off of an already agreed upon price. When you're dealing with the credit crunch as an IT leader, think that one of the things you need to do to focus your savings efforts is to find the things where you don't need to spend a lot of money to save a lot of money. So you want to look at those kind of projects and quick hit initiatives where it's the kinds of things your own people can jump into and make a difference about.